On the this only.
Yes, one is coming.
I'll just start screen sharing and welcome back after a long time.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. I think now it's visible to all.
Good evening, Khyati ma'am.
Good
Kashmira
evening.
here.
Yes, good evening, ma'am. I can see you. Please join in. Yes. I think it started it. So we're going to continue with physical features. I think last time we had spoken about mountains. We had moved into islands. And today we will talk about plateaus. And with this, we will continue. I have kept today's presentation short. Next time, we will also be covering the plains, and then we will do a combined MCQ on both plateaus and plains. So when we talk about the plateaus, like I have always told you even earlier, that plateaus are flat tablelands. Like we have one in Panchgini, which we know is a tableland, a flat top of a mountain. So if you're looking here at the map drawing in front of you, you will be able to see this. There I have shown you a flat tableland kind of a structure on a mountain. So when it is a flat tableland on a mountain, it is called a plateau. What happens is in the importance of plateaus, they always tell us in the textbooks that plateaus are important because they are a reserve of minerals that are found in each plateau. And like always, I have left the Hindi there for people who may want to catch up in Hindi. Plateaus are called pathar. And a lot of minerals are found in all these plateaus. Certain important plateaus that we have allow us to know their names. Like we can see right on top, we have the Ladakh Plateau. Now, in the Ladakh Plateau, we need to know that it is the driest plateau of India as well as it is the highest plateau of India. Ladakh Plateau, highest and driest plateau of India. Then when you look over here, I again wish to show you this. When you look here, so when I show you this, we have, I think, already spoken about the Central Highlands here, which have multiple plateaus. So this part is also called the Central Highland part of India, which is a part of the plateau of India or the peninsular plateau of India. The peninsular plateau by itself is all of this, okay? All of this makes the peninsular plateau. And the peninsular plateau is divided into two main plateaus. The northern part of the peninsular plateau is called the Central Highlands. So all of this part that you are seeing is a part of the Central Highlands. And this part shown as plateau 1, 2, and 3 that you are seeing is a part of the Deccan Plateau and the Karnataka Plateau and the Andhra Plateau, which we famously take as a part of the Deccan Plateau, but actually there are three different plateaus. So the peninsular plateau by itself in the peninsula of India has multiple plateaus. Now, when we talk of the Deccan Plateau, we need to understand that it is a triangle-shaped plateau like this. Okay. Even if you look at the small miniature part inside, which we are showing as number 1, it is also a triangular plateau. This plateau is very much in Maharashtra parts of Gujarat. It is famous for black soil. Cotton is grown, so it is famously called black cotton soil or regur soil, R-E-G-U-R. Okay. And these are the main features of this plateau. When we talk about the Karnataka plateau, which you are seeing is number 2, the Karnataka plateau, it is also very, very famous for iron ore, gold, and copper production. So we need to keep that in mind. Iron ore, gold, and copper productions are famous in this Karnataka plateau. And the third plateau that you are seeing is the Andhra Pradesh plateau or the Andhra plateau, which is famous for its fertile soil and rice production. So very 3 important plateaus in the Peninsula Plateau. Now when we move ahead, we still remember the colors on the map that we've done earlier. Yellow stands for plateau, brown for the mountains, green for the plains, and blue for the water bodies. These are the map colors that we would normally be following. Now, when we talk of the Central Highlands, there is one very important region in the Central Highlands in Rajasthan, which is the Mewar Plateau. And you can see it on the map there. Actually, Rajasthan has 2 major regions, the Marwar and the Mewar region, but currently we are talking of the Mewar Plateau. Behind that, you have the Marwar Plateau. And over there, you can see that this plateau is near the river Banas, which flows through Rajasthan. And it is very, very famous for reserves of copper and silver. This plateau is very famous for reserves of copper and silver in our country. Then we come down between Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh, and we talk about the Malwa Plateau. M-A-L-W-A. You can see it shown in light blue color over there. Now the Malwa Plateau is in parts of Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. One more time, a plateau made of basalt rock, having black soil. The Chambal River flows through this plateau. It has badlands which are not fertile for agriculture. And there's one more plateau that we are trying to show you here, which is in UP and Madhya Pradesh, which is the Bagelkhand Plateau. And the river Ken flows through this plateau. So I'll give you a moment to note it down, and then we shall proceed further. Please don't get confused. At any point you find you're confused, kindly raise your virtual hand or let me know in the chat, and I will immediately slow down my speed or help you solve your confusion. Then there is one more plateau in UP and MP, Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh. So you can see we have the Bundelkhand Plateau. This is the plateau where the river Betwa will flow. So I don't think we've done the rivers, but you can see Yamuna flowing there. So had you to make the rivers, I'll make one quick and show you. Had we to draw the rivers, you can see Yamuna here. So Chambal would be flowing through this plateau. And we know Betwa flows here. Bagelkhand is where Ken flows. There's also one river, Son, which flows into these rivers. And Yamuna and is also a tributary of Ganga. So when we do the rivers, we will obviously be dealing with them. But you need to know that these rivers flow into river Yamuna, which will ultimately join river Ganga. So that's the arrow I'm trying to draw here. And the rivers flow from south to north in this case. So with that, we know that again in UP and MP, we can see the Bundelkhand Plateau. Then there are other small plateaus around here and there, like the Central Indian Plateau, Madhya Bharat ka Pathar. There's the Rewa Plateau, Panna Plateau. Now, these are not very important plateaus, but they exist in India. No harm knowing their names. Then Bagelkhand Plateau I had spoken to you about earlier. And you can see this is the plateau of Bagelkhand in UP and MP. The Ken River flows through it. River Son also flows by it. Mahanadi starts from Bagelkhand and flows into Odisha. So a large area which is surrounded by water. We come into the islands one more time. I think we have not covered these islands before. So we will look at these islands quickly. India has about 247 islands. In case if I have covered this with you earlier, do let me know in the chat and we will move forward. So there are 247 islands in India divided into two parts. We have a set of islands in the Arabian Sea and we have a set of islands in the Bay of Bengal. Now there are 43 islands in the Arabian Sea and there are 204 islands in the Bay of Bengal. The coral islands in the Arabian Sea are Lakshadweep and Minicoy, and the extension islands of the Bay of Bengal are Andaman Nicobar and Newmore Islands. Now look at this, we are dealing with islands on the Bay of Bengal side first. So you can see there Ganga Sagar is an island which is a part of West Bengal, close to West Bengal. Formed at the mouth of river Ganga. It is the place from where river Ganga will enter the Bay of Bengal. It is very, very famous for a holy bath in the river Ganga. It's also called Ganga Sagar, where river Ganga will join the Bay of Bengal. Ganga और सागर का मिलन जहाँ हो रहा है, Ganga Sagar. The next important island here is the Wheeler Island in Odisha, which is a very, very famous missile testing point. And Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam has also given it. It's also called the APJ Kalam Island after Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Wheeler Island, the Indian name of the Wheeler Island is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Island. Then in Andaman and Nicobar Island, they are again located in the Bay of Bengal. The capital of Andaman and Nicobar comes in Port Blair, which is the 13th largest port of India. It is situated to the south of the Andaman Island. It is also a part of the Arakanayoma mountain range of Myanmar. And it is a union territory for the Union of India. Because when we do political science, you will automatically come to know states and union territories. For the first time, a census was conducted in the Andaman Islands, and that was right as late as 2011. And the Andaman Island is formed through a volcanic eruption. So it is a very good example of a volcanic island. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands are separated by the 10-degree channel. And the nearest country to the Andaman Island is not India, but is Myanmar. And the nearest country to Great Nicobar Island is again not India, but Indonesia. So these are two very, very stark contrasts to the Indian country, but Andaman and Nicobar are very, very famous islands of India. So look at I've tried drawing these islands for you. To the north, middle, south, three different islands, and then you have Little Andaman. And then you have the 10-degree channel. Then you have Car, Little Nicobar, and Great Nicobar. Below the Great Nicobar, you had the Indira Point, which was submerged in the tsunami of 2004. Like I told you, to the south of the Andaman Island, you have Port Blair, which has the airport, a seaport, and the cellular jail of Kalapani. In the north of the Andaman Island, to the north of the Andaman Islands, you're able to see Saddle Peak, which is at 739 meters. And you're also able to see evergreen forests or Sadabahar Van. Right? Evergreen forests or Sadabahar Van. Moving forward. This is one more time we are seeing the same thing. There are smaller islands here and there around the main island. So in Bay of Bengal, there are other islands like the Neil Island, Havelock Island, Rose Island, New Sentinel Island. Whereas in Nicobar, there are these middle islands like the Sombrero Channel in between. There's a Great Channel. There's a Sumatra Island of Indonesia coming below Great Nicobar. There's Little Nicobar. Many, many small islands which are found in between. In North Andaman, like I told you, we have the evergreen forests. You have the highest peak of Saddle Peak at 739 meters. The Narkanandan volcano has become a dormant volcano in India, but it's an Indian volcano, the Narkanandan volcano. And it is found in the to the east of North Andaman. Now, when we talk about the volcano which is dormant, it means it has happened once so many years ago and it is no longer, it's been sleeping since then, as we say. It's not erupted in a very, very long time. And that is why we are blessed. We are able to use and make the most of the islands that we have. Then you see the middle island. Only active volcano of India is the Barren Island. It has a double R, Barren. So if you look at these current affair pieces, the Modi government has recently changed the name of these three islands. So the Neil Island is now called Shaheed Island. Havelock Island is called Swaraj Island. And Ross Island is now called Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Island. So these are the new names for the olden islands that we always knew them as. But since we live in India and we know that we need to know these new names, Shaheed, Swaraj and Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. These are the three new names of Neil Island, Havelock Island and Ross Island. Then we have the Sentinel Island, where the Sentinelese tribe lives. They are a pre-human race, very, very ancient. That's why we call them the Adi Manav. Then there is okay. So there are some of these very, very famous tribes here. The new Sentinel Island tribe, the Centenaries tribe, is a French tribe basically. They live on grapevine. So they create these grapevines there. And they even eat human beings. They are that pre-human, okay? They are not a civilized, cultured tribe like we are. Then you have the Duncan Pass, which is in between the South Andaman and Little Andaman Island. So you have the cellular jail Kalapani in Port Blair, which is in the South Andaman. Then the pass, which we know is a way to connect two places. So you have the Duncan Pass there. And highest peak of Nicobar is Mount Dhulian or Mount Thelior, approximately 500 meters in Great Nicobar Island. So you need to know the name Dhulian, that is more important. The other name Thelior is not as prominent in CBSE, but Mount Dhulian you need to know. Then there is also a Cocoa Channel. Easy to remember, Cocoa is a very famous island, Cocoa Island, Cocoa Channel. It used to be a part of India, but now it's a part of Myanmar. So Cocoa Island is just above the Cocoa Channel, and you can see the North Andaman below it. The Cocoa Channel separates Cocoa Island and North Andaman, or Myanmar with Andaman and Nicobar. Now, in Andaman and Nicobar, again, there are two important islands, Interview Island and Sound Island. So these are another few names that you need to know. I don't think your exam will have this much depth of geography, but there's no harm in knowing more than what we need to. So there's an Interview Island and a Sound Island. Then the Newmore Island that I showed you earlier, formed by the deposition of sediments by Ganga River. Bangladesh and India run a dispute into the ownership of the Newmore Island. And then we come to Lakshadweep in the Arabian Sea. Capital of Lakshadweep is Kavaratti. There are totally 36 islands there. Inhabited islands are only 10. It's a union territory of India and an example, a very good example of coral islands. So like I showed you on the eastern side in the Bay of Bengal, we've had all these islands there. On the western side, you can see you have the Amini Island, you have the Androth Island, you have the Kalperi Island, you have Kavaratti, then you have the 9-degree channel, then there is Minicoy Island, followed by the 8-degree channel, and then there is Maldives. Maldives is not a part of India. So 9-degree channel separates Minicoy to Lakshadweep. 5-degree channel separates Maldives to Minicoy. Corals are called rainforests of the ocean. It is a very good biodiversity of the ocean. And of course, maybe next time I'll try and get you a picture of the coral islands that we have in our country. So with this, I would like to end today and thank you for your time and of course the willingness to learn that each one of you is showing. I hope you continue studying and revising. Next time we will finish the planes and then we shall take a quick MCQ of today's class and next time class. So in the meantime, happy revision and great studying.
Thank you, ma'am.